Nicholas, here is what we call like your baseline video when we take at the beginning of the year, and it'll be fun to compare this to later videos and see all the improvements you've made this year. Let's take a look at it first in regular motion, then we'll slow it down.
Turns, and we are ready, Nicholas.
All right, good job. Let's take a look at it a little slower here. You got some good stuff going on. You got a nice pole plant. You're fairly square down the hill. Our task here was slalom turns. Fairly square down the hill. One of the things we want to try to work on, and we talked about it here this day, Sunday, just getting bigger edge angles of both skis. And you can see here your inside foot, well, it's sort of diverging, it's scissoring. You've got skis going, as you can see, outside ski here, inside here. So we're kind of cheating, kind of starting the turn on the inside foot right there. We got to roll them both up using ankles and knees at the top of the turn. Number two, as we're going to see throughout this whole video, you tend to have the inside foot too far forward. You can see your outside, your left knee is sort of almost, tucking in behind on the inside. So we got to pull the inside foot back, keep the skis more matched up. So in other words, when you're skiing down and you can look at the tips of your skis, they should be fairly close aligned together. Here again, you see that divergence or the scissoring right there to start that turn. I'm talking about how really rolling up the skis using ankles and knees first, and then we'll move the hip in as our speeds get higher. But you can kind of see how you have just that angle, and we want to see you really more like this, right? So we end up with more level shoulders, a little bit more like that. So we're kind of on the inside ski. You see a lot of spray, so you come in here, good stance there. We just wish you had, try to roll up both skis. You rolled up the outside a little bit, the inside one's still flat, and then you just sort of heel pushed. So you can see how the tails slide out. We got that spray of snow. Got to be patient. We got to roll them up, stay on the outside ski. Trust our skis. They will carve. They will come around. Put a nice pole plant there. Now, we talked about higher edge angles, right? And we don't know who this is over here, but we'll use him as an example. Now, he's skiing a little more GS, so his a little more hip angulation, but you could see what we were talking about the other day, how much the skis are up on edge. And look at yours, compared to his. Right? And that's what we got to do by really rolling up using ankles and knees first, at the top of the turn, driving them to the inside. Because we want to ski what we call clean. This is not clean. Clean is where, our entire ski goes through the same line in the snow, and it's a pure carved turn with no skidding. And here you kind of heel push it out. But let's get you down a little closer. Here you can see again that inside knee ahead of the outside. I think you can kind of sense you're on your heels, really kind of in the back seat a little bit. There's, again, where the inside gets too far forward, and here's a good example. So you can see your inside foot, head of the outside one. So we got to pull it back. We need to get ankle flexion. We worked on that a lot, and we talked about that a lot this past Sunday. But you can see here, that shin. And you got a little bit here. But we really need to see, we got more like that. And that'll get you into the front of the boot, front of the ski, which is where we need to be. I think you can see how you're really, on your heels there. Better angles of the skis there. You can see you rolled them up a little bit more, but you're really in the back seat, and it looks like most of how you got them up there was sort of leaning in as opposed to using ankles and knees. And this one went back to the flat ski and just skidded it. All right, so these are things we'll be working on all year long. But for right now, we want to really think about pulling the inside foot back, tipping it up at the same time with the outside ski rolling up with ankles and knees, both skis at the top of the turn to a higher edge angle, create a nice platform then to push against on the outside ski. And that should get rid of the divergence or the V. Because if it's pulled back and tipped up, we can't really twist it to start the turn. We need ankle flexion, front of the boot, pull back the inside, roll them up, ankles and knees, stay on the outside ski. But good job on day one. Looking forward to the next one.